Yesterday was International Women's Day, and quite fortuitously, today I get to do the Monday Mindset blog for Moodscope, and we're talking about Wonder Woman. But it's one for the guys as well, because what we're really focusing on is nobility. What does Wonder Woman have to teach us about nobility? Called the blog originally Rise and Shine because it's a call for action for you and I to rise and shine. So I'm going to read the blog to you. You and I are of noble birth. Over the centuries, generations bought into the idea that some are of a different class to others, but that's nonsense genetically, nonsense scientifically, and nonsense ethnically. Not only do you and I have noble roots, we have the option to behave, to choose, to be noble in our character and behaviours. Let me read to you from the Roman Seneca. Men and women do not care how nobly they live, but only how long, although it is within the reach of every man and every woman to live nobly, but within no woman or man's power to live long. So he's saying, let's choose what we can choose, the noble choice. And I'm going to talk about Stephen Covey later, who talks about choosing integrity in that moment of choice, doing the best thing. Spoiler alert, I am about to reveal the climax of the plot of Wonder Woman. If you've not seen the movie and you want to enjoy it in its original format without knowing the ending, turn off now. This period in my life at the moment is the most creative I've ever enjoyed. There is a flow, and it's almost without ceasing. Sometimes I just need a break. Walking is good, but then I tend to come back from my walk in nature full of new ideas. The bath is almost impossible. I get relaxed in the bath and then the ideas come flooding in. So I either have to get out of the bath or I have to have a notebook that can cope with the damp environment of the bathroom. So what I thought was the next best course, the next best decision would be to watch Netflix. Maybe Wonder Woman would be the sort of movie where I can put my intellect in neutral and just enjoy chilling out for a couple of hours. Well, I was wrong. Wonder Woman is an amazing movie. Not intellectually challenging, but it is ethically challenging. It's a noble movie. She's amazing. I would say it was a superb movie, highly recommended, and it's in the style of a Victorian moral tale. So if you're familiar with something like Charles Kingsley's The Water Babies, the idea is for you to relate to some of the characters and to become changed as a result of interacting with the story. Wonder Woman is a call to nobility, a call to action. Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, is a goddess, the daughter of Zeus. She ends up in conflict with Ares, the god of war. He doesn't want to be in conflict with her, but rather for her to come onto his side, to wake up to the fact that humanity is a lost cause, in his opinion, addicted to violence and evil, and worthy of complete destruction so that the earth can be returned to its original paradise. She comes to agree with him part of the way, and then asserts that we humans, whilst we have this propensity towards evil, we are so much more. There is nobility in us. Yes, we have that propensity, but her mission has nothing to do with what we deserve. Her punchline is that love is the only answer. And she's not alone on that. Great spiritual thinkers over the millennia have come to believe that a serious, sensible kind of love, not a squishy love, deep, practical love is the answer to the human's need. Thus, when she's tempted to leave us humans to our own devices and let us come to an end, an unpleasant end through our violence and evil, instead she makes three noble choices. She decides to stay, to fight, and to continue to give. To stay, to fight, to give. Now, I felt really moved to write this blog, to record the podcast and now the vlog, because to me it was a personal call to action, to stay committed to those to whom I'm committed, independent of any deserving. That does not mean they are not deserving. It just means that the whole deserving issue is off the table. We're not interested in that. It's not about what you deserve. It's about commitment, noble commitment. It's about duty, and that's a good thing. So I realised that I had to stay committed, that I need to continue to fight for everything that's good on earth as far as I can in my own small way, while I still have strength. And I'm getting stronger as I get older. So I'm confident that we can make an amazing difference through organisations like b1g1.com. And to continue to expect to give, expecting nothing in return. That's really important. To continue to give, expecting nothing in return. That's the noble choice. I'll let you into a little secret. I'm not Wonder Woman. I'm not even a superhero, and I have no superpowers. But I am noble, and so are you. Noble by birth and noble by choice. Let's think about integrity in the moment of choice. I'm reminded of the late, great Stephen R. Covey and his work with Roger Merrill in a brilliant book, which I'm wholeheartedly recommending, called First Things First. It's his book on time management, but it's so much more than time management. Stephen and Roger are keen for you and I to commit to character over and above personality. Character is much more important than personality. They are keen that we decide to choose, and I quote, integrity in the moment of choice. In the space between stimulus and response, there's an opportunity for you and I to always make noble choices. And so I write this and I record this because I believe that there are some people who are going to watch this who are ready to quit. You're being tempted to quit and leave. And I don't know what you mean by quit and leave, but I know that you're tempted to quit, to give up and leave. And I'm just going to invite you to stay, like Wonder Woman decided to stay the course. I share this today as well because I believe that there are some people watching this who are about to give up the fight or have already given up the fight. And I say to you, as I say to myself, we are at war, and we always will be at war. We're at war with sickness and disease, the viruses at the moment. We're at war with poverty. We're at war with injustice. We're at war with inequality. And often, too often, we're at war with ourselves. That's the only battle that we can win. We can have peace with ourselves. Everything else is always going to be an ongoing conflict. So let's fight. Let's stay and let's fight for what's good. And then the third thing I would suggest today as a call to action is that some people watching this have decided to stop giving. You've given and you've given. You're the one that always picks up the phone. You're the one that always sends the card. You're the one that gives. And you're not receiving a fair return on the investment of your love, your generosity, your largesse. Wonderful word. You're not getting that return. It's not about getting a return. You're giving because that's who you are. Part of your nobility is to be a giver. And so I'm going to encourage you and me to not lose heart. In fact, I'm going to quote from the apostle who said, love never fails. Love is the greatest thing. He also said, let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap a harvest if we do not lose heart. Don't lose heart. Stay. Fight.